Well, we have to go. Sooner rather than later, the things have to work and the things have to do what they need to do so that we can do the things we need to do. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. My name is Alan. Welcome to the Alliance. I hope you guys had a really good past weekend and a last couple of days. I know that it has been a struggle on my end, but I'm here tonight, and I'm going to make the best of everything I can today, and let's hope that we can have some fun playing the Division 2 together. So if you're new to the channel or if you've never been here before, we play several games. For now, we have been focusing on two specific games. On Mondays and Thursdays, we play Destiny 2. I'm slowly jumping back into the Destiny 2 groove. I'm having fun just going through the story missions of everything I've missed in the past 3 years. So I do have a lot to catch up on. Of course, we're not doing the raids and all that fun stuff. We're just doing the story missions, and eventually we'll go back and do like all of the side quests and missions that we can get our hands on. And our main game, of course, is the game we're going to be playing tonight. We're going to be playing the Division 2 on both Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So on Reset Tuesday and on Wednesday, we try to close the loop and do as much damage into the Division 2 as we possibly can in order to have as much fun as we can playing this video game. So here we are, back on this wonderful, fantastic Tuesday. We're gonna pause the music in a second because I'm going to go live on TikTok. We're just gonna make sure. Device could not. What are you talking about? General settings, microphone, line USB codec, save. Okay, primary speaker, pro game. Okay. There was a huge update on on my computer, and every time there's a huge update like that where it requires a restart, I simply always forget that the audio mixer on OBS and everywhere else except on the main computer itself, everything goes back to, like default. So it's a good thing that OBS is programmed to utilize to utilize Spotify to throw the audio from the beginning, because Spotify does not get recorded into the VOD and what have you. But it's a good, like, if you're a live viewer and a live listener, you would have come in and you would have heard the music. But on my end, we couldn't hear a darn thing because everything was at a different setting, or in the incorrect setting, which I had to change. And yesterday was when that update happened for my computer, but I opted not to stream yesterday because A, I was very tired, B, I was severely nervous about today, and C, I just didn't have the energy to be energetic and be entertaining at the same time with you guys. So tonight I feel a little bit better. Right now I'm at that point where I just got to let things go and just have the confidence that I did my best for the opportunities that I had. Excuse me. And then once everything is said and done, then all I can do is hope for the best. So, okay. Oh, I forgot to. Oh no, it shows it off here, but it doesn't show it off on TikTok because it's not utilizing the same screen. But that's okay. That's okay. So let's go live on TikTok. We're just gonna pause the music. Welcome back. Reset Tuesday. Go live. Use a flare to reach more potential viewers. This flare will be effective for 30 minutes. Use will also be the flare's end. Yes, I know that. All right. So welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys had a great day. Like I was just about to share with all of you. On my end, it's been a rock and roll of a journey. We are actively looking for new employment and all that fun stuff. So absolutely what I'm looking to do in the next little while. It was a second interview today. So I went through the CV process and then the first interview. And this was a second interview. So I just hope it went really, really well. And that something comes out of it. They said they would call me back either today, tomorrow, at the latest. So I don't know anymore. I felt confident coming out, but it is what it is. Welcome, viewers. Welcome, welcome. Don't worry, there will be video games playing. Actually, I'm going to launch the Division 2, even though we are on mute, and I'm going to. I have to wait until the Division 2 is coming up. But yeah, we're going to have some fun tonight. It is Reset on Reset Tuesday, so Reset on the Division 2. We are just about to jump into that because there's always some cool new things on there. And the other thing that I absolutely enjoy doing is if you're an early adopter, if you're here early on the stream, you get to see me bring out one of my 3 favorite mugs, or one of my 3 favorite coffee mugs. And tonight I present to you, if you're new here, I present to you my Michael Myers mug. It's like one of my 3 favorite mugs in the whole wide world. It was a present from my kids, and I never take a sip. It's a full cup it's a big cup. I have a big face. It's a big cup of coffee. I never take a sip until we are together, until the stream goes live. And this is my moment, and this is the way I find that is the best to wish every single one of you a happy Tuesday night coffee. Thank you for choosing to be here. That is my way of saying thanks. You have some free time and you choose to come here and spend it with me. I'm excited. So thank you so much. Again, happy Tuesday night coffee. Cheers. Oh, it's good coffee. The recruiter outfit. Oh, God, it's beautiful. Oh, sweet Lord. Okay. We're definitely going to have to go get that at some point. Oh, it's really nice. Okay, let's jump into the video game, shall we? And I can turn off the image, and you guys get to see this. I cannot believe the other thing that we have going on right now is we have 473 subscriber on YouTube, and I cannot thank you guys enough for it. I'm really excited. From the last time we played, we had some stuff that we needed to open. And, oh, okay. All right. MK16. What do I have 2 mops in here? What is that? ACS 12 and the rock and roll. Oh, it's 2 mops. Damage to armor, armor on kill. We don't need that because we can change this talent any way we want, so we don't need to keep it. Golan. And then this one, no good. Okay. Oh, we have, could it be? Pistol magazine size. Nope. Thunderstrike. Okay. All right, well, let's do this. Do I have anything? No. Go to expertise. Okay. Is it just me or is this audio really not loud? Maybe it'll be louder. Okay, skill, da-da-da. Hunter's Fury, we don't need. Bleed. We keep the Foundry V2. We don't need this. The Sniper one-shot is in the Heartbreaker. Can I throw it? I can't send it to the stash. Dang it, that's why. All right, well, we're wearing a striker right now. I need... Oh. Okay. Oh, that's why. Sweet baby Jesus. 445 items in this stash. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay. Eclipse. Breaking Point. Striker. Refractor. I want to make a refractor build. So, from my research, we go mask, chest, okay, we don't have a chest. That's Breaking Point. Okay, we don't have a chest. Then we have holster. Okay. Oh, we don't have knee pads either. So what did I mark? Mask, chest, gloves, and holster. Why gloves and holster? So mask, chest. Oh, yeah. Mask, chest, gloves, and... So the backpack would not be the refractor gear set. Right. Okay. So I saw people were saying Hannah Yu and Wyvern. Hannah Yu and Wyvern. And in Hannah Yu with perfect combined arms. Now the question is, do I have that one? I do. And I have it on armor regen, which means we can switch it to something else. And then they were saying a Wyvern chest. Critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1%. Let's see what other Wyvern I have. We might have to farm for one. That's kinetic momentum. Generates a stack. So much gear. You're correct, your moist mouth. It's just scary. I need to clean it up. I just outside of being here with you guys, I don't play the game. Like I make videos for it, but I don't play the game. So, okay, so this is a Hannah Yu with kinetic momentum. Each skill generates a stack active or not on cooldown. Stacks increase your total skill damage by 1.5 to skill repair by 2%. Okay, so that would be the other quote-unquote alternative I can think of, but okay. Okay, that's all I got. Let's just make sure that we don't need... Send that to stash. We're okay here. I don't have any more room. But that's okay. Okay, so... Skill tier status effect. or headshot damage. Okay, so we're going to have to... Okay, so the mask is okay. The chest, they suggested you use the chest because receive repairs of 10% of the damage. And this one does increase the repairs received from return to sender from 10 to 25% and from 20 to 35. Roger that. Okay. All right, we're going to keep the skill damage because from what I understood, that is skill damage, skill haste is the best on to, for this type of a build. So, oh shit. Okay. So the Wyvern was not for that. I guess the knee pads. Yeah, the knee pads would be Wyvern. Let's have a look. We need like 1K stash space. God, I agree with you so much. Agree with you wholeheartedly. Okay, so we don't have a Wyvern set of knee pads. Or maybe that's what I put in earlier. Oh yeah, that's what I put in. Okay, so I have the Wyvern knee pads here. What do they use in terms of weapons, though? Skills, weapons. Well, I mean, it's logical. You'd use the capacitor. So, okay. The capacitor makes sense. Do I have it on me, though? I don't. Oh. So this is assault rifle damage to armor, damage to target out of cover. Assault rifle damage to armor and health damage. So this one's better. Okay. And then I'm going to use a rifle and I'm going to go grab, if I don't have it on me, it's going to be the Harmony. Harmony with, I mean, perfectly in sync. I'll use Harmony. Okay. All right. So we have the capacitor. I'm going to tamper with it. I'm going to optimize. Holy moly, we're running out of everything. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. I could always grab the other one, even though it's not perfect. It does have, like, it doesn't, like, excuse me. Okay. Let's have a, oh, yeah. Okay. What is? We are here. Oh, we only have 2 this week. Huh, that's interesting. There's normally 3. Or maybe it's this one here, the Potomac Event Center. Yeah, invaded. And then we have Lincoln Memorial. Okay. What I really wanted to targeted loot. Of course, it's not going to be in here. Okay. Let's look in New York. It's not in New York. Is it in Brooklyn? H5. All right, well, so no refractor build anywhere, unless I missed it here. I don't know if AI Companion coming in Season 3 will let us customize their gear. I'm looking to make the refractor build is basically what I'm trying to do. So I can make the refractor build, but all of it points to that you should be using the mask, the chest piece. Hold on. The gloves and the holster. So mask, chest, gloves, and holster. And then knee pads would be Wyvern. And then the backpack would be Hannah U. So the force multiplier with, perfect combined arms. Go to Countdown to find you pieces? You're probably right, Ice. You are probably correct. It's like I have 3 backpacks, but I don't want to use the backpack. We want to use the Wyvern, or excuse me, the Hannah U for the backpack. So I'm essentially what I'm missing is a holster. No, I have 2 holsters. What am I complaining about then? No, I have it all. All right, so that means we can re-roll this to, okay. This. Skill tier, skill damage, okay. Then over here, skill tier headshot, skill tier skill haste. We can re-roll skill haste to something else. Then, oh yeah, I've been complaining for nothing. This. Hannah U. Oh. Skill tier, skill damage. Okay. We can use this one for now until we can make this one better. And instead of using the UIC, I'm going to use the Harmony. Right here. Did you see? Oh, no. I have both a rock and roll. I already have a rock and roll, but I did not know that, Ice. Thank you. Okay. Now, and I guess this, now, I mean, I think it's self-explanatory, but for the skills, we use the striker drone and the assault turret. I think that makes sense. Assault turret. And then we're already on the striker drone. Okay. Now we do this. We go here. And we go overwrite. And then I go option, rename. I think that's how it's spelled, right? Oh, it's refactor, not R. Oops. Excuse me. option. Did I write this right? Oh my God, sweet Jesus, someone hurt me right now. Refactor. Here we go. Sweet Lord, have mercy on my soul. Okay. God roll. Wow. Damage target item cover, damage to armor. Let's see. What does mine say? Oh, I threw it back. No. That's my ACS 12. Okay, the rock and roll is in the stash. What does my rock and roll have? There it is. Yeah. Mine has shotgun, damage to armor, and damage to target item cover. So, I'm good. I'm good. No, that's true. Absolutely. I love when people come in and tell me this stuff. I'm by no definition, like a reference of anything in this game. So, okay. I have to learn how to play with this. So he says status effect, 15%, and then skill damage. And then return to senders. Receive repairs of 10% of the damage dealt by your skills. Your allies receive repairs of 20% of the damage dealt by your skills. And then, because I'm using the chest piece, what am I getting more? Increase the repairs received from return to sender from 10% to 25% and from 20 to 35. Okay. I can see why this is good in a team. Do I have anything in here? No. Okay, let's give it away. I don't have anything to break. Okay. And I'm using the technician. I hope I think that's the best one. Hold up. This is skills and specialization. Yeah, we're using the technician. Okay. Okay, we're using the technician. Refractor work, drone and turret. Like, everyone has been telling me that this is the new meta in terms of skill builds. So absolutely got to check that out. Okay, so Wyvern is skill damage, so we're good. Hannah Yu gives us... Okay, we have armor regen here, so we probably should shift that to skill or something. We have skill damage there, so that means, can we give it more skill damage? We can do skill haste. Okay, well, we can always change that back, so that's not a huge thing. Okay. I can't do anything because I'm missing a lot of stuff, so let's just... here. What do I get from you here? Okay. All right, what else do I have? No, not... we have to go in and see this. Skill tier, status effect. I guess we're going to change it to skill damage. Did you try the new LMG-based gear set? No, I did not, Dora. Absolutely not. It was really fun. Oh, so are you thinking they're going to buff LMGs this time around? Like ARs have been like the meta now for a little bit, but I did not get to try it. Enter this. Then we have to do this. We need to put a gear mod inside of here, which I almost forgot. Skill haste, skill duration, repair skills. Okay. 11.8. .8 skill duration. I feel that that should work, right? Okay. And then from here, we do this. Okay, so skill damage is already good. Say we optimize this. No, we're missing the vest. Do I get it from here? I do not. Okay. I am mixed up with that new gear set, yes. Even for those who don't like oh, that's cool. I like that. So it's SHD calibration, so we're gonna crap those. Really? I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I think it was down here. Okay, so let's go check. No. I need to go here. Then here. Oh, no, I can't make that one, I guess. Maybe I can. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it would have been here. Oops. Okay, let's see. Oops. Do this. Okay, that's the last one for this. You're not playing this game until the new season, the Black Caches be. I hear you. Okay, so this one has skill tier and skill haste. I think it's best if we. Oh, whoops! We are missing the little. Oops! The little flags. We know. I know they're in here. I'm really debating if I'm putting skill haste or if I keep I'll just do it. I'm an idiot. I should have recalibrated and back and forth because it doesn't make a difference, but that's okay. Okay, this one I remember this one drew with armor. So we need to change armor to skill tier. Which we can always go back to if we wanted to. Oh, whoops. We're missing... we're missing... I looked at it too quickly. I don't even know what it is. Do this. Okay, so maybe this one is over here. It is. Okay. Okay. Because it's skill damage, right? So we're gonna... Oh, sweet Lord. Okay. It's not here. Could it be up there? Okay, I guess then it's not in here, and it's in here. Oh, gosh. Okay, so I'm going to have to go check, because I don't know what it is. So if I do X, it's going to say you don't have enough material, and it says... All right, so it's like a recycling icon. I thought I saw it in here, but I'm not looking right. So would it be in here? Oh, it's right here. Jesus. Don't mind me. Always something in this game shouldn't be called the Division 2. Needs to be called what now? I don't know if 64 is going to be enough, but we're going to hope so. Okay. I mean, what was it? Something new? Okay. We have 2 more to go. 1 more, I think. Ugh. 25, and we have 14 of 15. And then we need 25 of these. Okay. 31 should do the trick. Okay. Okay. Now we need a mod into this. Let's see. Oh, critical skill duration. 9.8 skill duration. That works. Okay. Let's do that. And overwrite. Okay. Let's go try it out now. How much space do I have, though? 141. Sweet baby Jesus. Let's see. If there's something I can dump in the stash. I want to keep my Foundry V2 with me. I can't send it to stash. It's going to be a long night. I know it. I absolutely know it. I know that there's a lot of doubles in here. Like I have 2 of these, right? Like I absolutely need to clean up my inventory. I need to clean that up. Okay, well, we're going to have to make do for now. Let's grab some coffee before we jump in. Okay. What's the weekly? It's Central DC. White House, Downtown West, and Constitutional Hall. Bank headquarters, DCD, and then any stronghold. What's this one? Oh, this is West Potomac. sweet Jesus. Okay, so we're going to start there. All right. You guys are going to need to give me 1 second. I just need to do something. I'll be right back. Okay. I received a phone call, and I asked my wife if they could do the call back for me. It's my aunt. She needed some details. Okay, so in here, let's do one thing before we do this. We're going to reset the control points. They really need to be sorting out the stash. I am, don't worry, you and me both. I said hoarder the other day, and someone said collector. I'm sticking to that story. I like it better. So, I am a collector. All right. Okay, let's go shoot some bad guys, shall we? With this new build. No clue how it's going to react, but, we all be collectors. Love it. Got to be that. All right. Oops, did I mark anything? No, I did not. Let's go to Navy Hill. That's one heck of a spot to start with, but that's okay. What are you doing getting out the pea shooter? We need the capacitor, dude. Don't do that to me. You got to do sound effects, right? It's a part of the game process. I believe that. Well, now we have to get the pea shooter out. Yeah. What is that? No. Hannah, you knee pads. All right. Okay, let's go. You didn't do Joe Refractor. Well, I have a skill build, but everyone basically tells me, oh, schnuts. What the heck are you shooting at? All right, come on, follow me. I'm going to try to salvage this one. 18 seconds. So, like I said, I do have a really good skill build. However, people are basically telling me that this is the new skill build. It gets the job done, but I don't know it lacks substance. Okay, I'm going to double check that right now. Really? I'm not hiding. I fucking hate those things. He took out my drone that fast, huh? Well, with my other build, that would not have happened. Refractor is good. Well, you know, I just got demolished. Ninja Back Refractor with other skill gears itself alone kind of lacks the punch, but it's a good concept. No need to worry with heals. Skilled and calculated will be nice for cooldown issues. Okay, well, I didn't work out, so. I didn't see the heals at all. So maybe I'm playing this wrong. I wouldn't put it on the category of a heal build, but it's nice to know that your skills damage can heal you. Right. Are you fucking kidding me? These goddamn idiots were here when I was first here, and now they're still here. Does this thing even hit? Because the game put another team in front of me just as I was getting close. This gun is tough to shoot. Really? Like, what are the goddamn fucking chances that another team comes behind me as I'm here? Tell me what are the chances of that happening? Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Oh, sweet Jesus. This has got to be the most idiotic control points I've done in a long fucking time. Yeah, it's convoluted. It's insane. Yeah, like, let's do something. They're too slow, Dor? I mean, let's see the difference. Let's go see the difference. I made a video about my skill build and that this was the skill build that I was using. And on YouTube and in a lot of other areas where comments are permitted, I was told on many different occasions that refractor build was the best build, and even to use something like glass cannon and what have you. And how? Like, I absolutely do not agree. But this time we're going to do this. Oh, please, would you please stay there? I do not know where all the fucking shots are coming from. Yeah, okay. The question is, are they solo because they... And scream about meta? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is... I've said this before, and I'm gonna stand by what I once said. I think that a lot of YouTubers, when they present builds and or when they present, you know, the things that they deem are really, really strong, they have several things going for them. They use the seasonal modifiers, which I do not, and they also choose. They're very choosy about which control points or you know, which missions they showcase their builds, and I'm not saying that their builds would not perform well, but if you show me only the, you know, certain specific control points, you know, they may not be good for all of it, which is what makes me afraid of, if I'm honest. So, but yeah, like, I'm absolutely fucking not impressed by any of it right now. Have to head back to work. Thanks, Cannibal. Oh. No. He redacted his message. He retracted his message. That's okay. So, well, glad someone else sees it, Dora. I tried Refractor once, and it's nice for group play, but the damage needs a major boost. I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. I think you're correct. But, like this build normally performs really, really well. But I think I'm in a particular setting. Okay, so we're going to use this one instead. Whoops. And I'm going to over here. No, that's sniper skill. Okay. But now I don't want to get angry at the game. So we're just going to go do a mission. Because like yeah, it gets me because I see it. Like, they'll use one. I mean, again, I'm not a legendary player. Like, I'm not I'm not good at legendary. I don't know the legendary layouts. Excuse me. So I don't know if all of the missions can be or cannot be legendary. Oh gosh, there's a fourth one. But I don't know. Like, they always seem to use the one area or the one same place, right? So I know legendaries, like legendary builds, some of them work really, really well. But I don't think they work that well on, like, for every setting. But it's what I'm trying to get to, you know? See, look, I don't have a skill build. Now there's not a team in the middle here. I need you to die fast. Yeah, run away, little man. There's another one up here. More than one, actually. Where the hell did he go? It's like, how much running can one character do, you know? Come on. I don't know. I don't know. Heavy on AR builds or LMG always my go-to. Yeah. Same here. And I'm beyond excited for the new gear set next week. Loads of people love it. Face tank, yeah, I didn't know, but yeah. Okay. We can check the rest out afterwards. But yeah, that's my 2 cent worth. 2 cents worth on, people showcasing builds and what have you. I like to make builds that people can use anytime, anywhere. Some of these builds are not very usable, and of course, the other piece is that not everybody can make them. Do I have anybody near me? There's another team coming in. People be showcasing clickbait because they don't showcase much else. I don't want to go there because I'm new to making videos, so like I don't want to get on anybody's bad side for being the one calling people out, you know? We're going to have to go down, aren't we? There we go. Oh, there's going to be more coming. Okay, let's go downstairs. Just so we can restock. This should give us our third. Ow, ow, ow. I did not see you there. Holy mother of God. There we go. This space, man. Tipping scales. Gotcha. Somebody came on stream last week and they were talking about it. Oh. They are faster than speeding bullets, people. Are we done now? We are. Okay, we just did an activity that didn't give it to us? Okay. New exotic rifle, new exotic auto pistol coming. Nothing to be excited about because they ain't good. Okay. Okay, that's messed up because it only says 1 of 3. We should have gotten at least 2 now. I can't pick anything up. Oh shoots! I should have used it to. Wow. That's an aces and eights. We don't need that. We don't need you either. No you. Now we gotta. Works a lot better if you press X. Oh, you mean next season, Dora? Yeah. We'll absolutely. We'll go through them. Sometimes they're worth it. Sometimes they're not. I know, like the journey missions were a pain in my behind to do, even to get these ones current because I came into this late. Okay, so let's see if we can take the refactor and then we cannot send it to stash. Okay. Okay, so are we not in West Potomac? We are. Why did we only get 1? It says complete activities. Oh, in West Potomac Park. I probably am not there, aren't I? I'm in Foggy Bottom. Ugh. Alan! It has a hold on me. I can't let it go even though Ubisoft. Yeah, me too. But it's okay though. It can still be enjoyed. Sweet Jesus. Okay, we have to clean this stash a little bit. So let's go have a look-see. Like, there are guns in there that I don't want to let go. Like, for instance, this one has flatline. This one has close and personal. But this one has health damage and damage to target out of cover. This one has damage to armor. So technically, this one is better. So why the hell am I keeping this one? I keep all the named items. If I have them doubled, I try to get rid of them. That's my vector. Big Show, Black Friday, Carnage. That's a Cricket. That's Dare, Good Times. GR9, Infantry MG5, New Reliable, Quiet Roar. Because you Tinker and ongoing with LMG changed your life? Michael, I don't have yet. I don't think I have the Tinkerer mask. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Is that the one you get from the master? I think it is. I don't have it yet, but I'll be honest with you, I am really looking forward to when I get it. Rifle, crit hit chance. Yes, okay. Okay, this one has damage target of critical hit damage. Headshot damage. But this is a rifle, perfect rifleman with headshot damage, so we got to keep those two. Baker's Dozen, Classic M1A. Lightweight M4. Surge, Urban MDR, Virginian, USC 45. Okay. If I've been struggling with that mission, I won't next with that new gear set. I can't wait either. Can't wait to see it. Because I did not get to play the PTS. So, okay, so what the hell? Weapon handling, mag size, weapon damage. Killing an enemy further than 25 meters will provide plus 40% weapon damage to shotguns, SMGs, and pistols. 20% weapon damage to ARs and LMGs, and 25% bonus armor for 15 seconds. Killing an enemy within 25 meters will provide plus 40% weapon damage to marksman rifles and rifles, plus 20% weapon damage. Intermittently killing enemies from both ranges will build up stacks. At 4 stacks, all bonuses are multiplied by 2 and triggered at the same time for 15 seconds. No stacks are acquired while these bonuses are active. I never read through this. It's an interesting concept. So weapon damage and repair skills, or weapon damage and headshot damage. In either cases, we can replace both. You have to get back to work? Thanks, Cannibal. You just got the Nemesis and Chatterbox, Rico. That's awesome, dude. Okay, apparently I can't press V. To mark one as junk. What did I do? Oh, it's because it's protected. Ugh. What's going on wrong with me today? I don't know. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. Well, the backpacks, I'm not going to... You're closing on level 200 and still haven't gotten turmoils. Gosh. 3 Lexis, Chatterbox, Nemesis, 2 O'Carrolls. Ludes kind of was easier, let's say, on the drop rate, I think, from the caches. I got a Godroll Lexi, and that's about it. But I have not been, rushing through those, sadly. Okay. Weapon damage, critical hit damage. Weapon damage and status effect. Okay, so do this, and then send it over. Okay. Health, total armor. Resistance for every enemy that is targeting you. Max stack is 8. The bonus is multiplied by 1 times where X is the number of agents in your group. Oh. $50. Well, okay. Let's keep going over here. Probably have a better chance in the lottery. Probably. Murakami is good, dude. That's a good set. Haven't got the Lex yet? That's what you're rating. And the oh, gotcha. Gotcha, Rico. For those of you just joining me and you're going, what the heck is Alan doing? Alan is weapon damage, crit hit damage. Thank you so much for the follow. 1,175. We're getting near to that 1,500, folks. Headshot damage. That's a Negotiator's Dilemma build. Inventory management simulator. Yes. Yes. Gosh. That sounds about right, your moist mouth. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, Dora. Holy cow. You know what? It doesn't matter. Because, all right, so if you're new to the channel and you've never been here before, or you just, you've just now, found me, this right up here, or if, wherever you're watching this from, so you can see this Negotiator's Dilemma set of gloves that I have right there. And you can see the core attribute was kind of re-rolled to weapon damage. It wasn't re-rolled to weapon damage because it dropped with anything but weapon damage. It's because when I started playing this game, I did not know the difference between recalibrating and optimizing. So I always went for the bigger, better deal. So for me, when I started playing this game, there were items where I felt it was better to have weapon damage. So I was like, I don't care about the other attributes. I'm just going to recalibrate weapon damage over 2 weapon damage, which, immediately gave me back that 15% total without having to spend too much. But then I realized later on when it came time to make builds that it would be fun to be able to change the secondary attribute if only I had, instead of recalibrating weapon damage, just optimized it. Bonne nuit, mon grand. Toi aussi. Moi aussi, je t'aime fort. So if I had optimized weapon damage, I would be able to recalibrate, like critical hit damage to something else. But I was not able to do that. So critical hit damage is not a bad thing to have because this build requires critical hit damage, and it functions with that. So it's not too bad. So, but I need to keep 1. Just because if I want something else out of it, I could change it if I wanted to. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to this one, and then eventually we'll re-roll it, maximize the weapon damage, and re-roll the attribute to something else. Hazard protection. I don't know why I kept this one. I kept it because I didn't know I had it. Okay, so I was trying to make a skill build. Okay, so I don't need this because this one will work just fine because I can re-roll because this one has skill damage. Okay, so we don't need this. Fun of learning, absolutely. You had the same thought process, Rico? There you go. Is hazard protection good? Depends on your build, dude. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I think it is. But if you're doing like a bleed build and you're utilizing the weapon that inflicts bleed, then having hazard protection should help you a little bit. At the countdown vendor this week, I don't need. I have the same roll, and I have a god roll, rock and roll. Dora, thank you so much though. So it's not bad, Rico. I think it depends on your build. It really depends on your build. Okay, so okay. We don't need 3, let alone 4. But I can't shift it over now. Let's do... No. This... Okay, so we were contractor's gloves. These ones can go. These are the death grips. See, I have those two because they have 2 separate total armor with weapon damage. Weapon handling, and then crit hit damage. This would be for skill. Okay. Microplated. Weapon, headshot, crit hit damage. Weapon, headshot, status effect. And none of them have been re-rolled, so I don't know why I'm keeping this because we don't need it. Okay, 422. That gives me the opportunity, I think, to be able to throw a few items overboard. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. What do I have in there now? 440. Okay, well, there's at least that gives us a little bit of room. I feel like wearing this now. I saw somebody wear his earlier on, and yeah, these work. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forget. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight, guys. I appreciate it so much. If you have any questions about builds, about anything, please let me know. I will try to answer them as much as I possibly can. A jackrabbit holster. All right, that's it for coffee. Oh. Oh dear. We've been live for an hour, 37 minutes, 23 minutes on TikTok. I always log in TikTok a little bit later because I'm afraid of the DMCA stuff. And I do play music at the very beginning of my stream. And I've since I'm very new to TikTok streaming, I don't know how the DMCA works. Whereas on Twitch and YouTube, I understand that because I use Spotify, because I use Spotify, they cannot hear the game, the music. That is not where I'm supposed to be. I mean, we have to complete activities. Might as well mess them up, right? All right, where the hell are you with your fucking grenades and no cooldown? There you are. What do you think of the new Retaliation coming out next season? I honestly don't know. I don't know. I understand it's going to be tough. Attack! Oh, now they're coming on the other side. They break on through to the other side, yeah. So my thing on difficulty has always been the same thing. I don't like fake difficulty. So for me, in this game, fake difficulty is when the game adjusts according to your build. So to me, that's called fake difficulty. You know, if you're going to make a mission, whatever it is, and you're going to give it some parameters, the point for me has always been the same thing. It's called PvE, so it's player versus environment. Is that if I can figure out a way to outsmart your environment through tactics, and in this case, like a build and, you know, like a tactical play, then your game should not adjust depending on what depending on what you wear, right? The game should be the game, irregardless of if you're switching your build in order to counter it. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. If you take a sniper build, so if you take a one-shot sniper build, and I can prove this to you without a shadow of a doubt. You follow me on TikTok too, Rico? That's cool. It absolutely does. I can prove it to you. So we'll do a mission. I mean, what I can do is we'll do a control point. I'll reset the control points, and I'll go back with a sniper build. And we're going to redo the same mission. And what you'll notice is, so what's the point? So, like, what's the biggest downfall of a sniper build? If you get pushed by rushers, because your build is constructed on the premise that you are going to engage the enemy really from afar. So I'm going to be undercover, have a little bit of defense, but then I can wreck your face in, like, if I get a headshot, my one-shot sniper build will wreck you every single time. I know it gets harder the more on your team. Yes, absolutely. So that's okay, right? For me, that's okay. Because if you play 2, I'll give you 1 more. If you play 3, you'll get as if you're playing 4, so you might as well play 4. That's fine, because that's a predetermined. It's a predetermined. I don't know how to say it. It's a predetermined item into how the build works. But like, I'll show you. It's just. So this is a striker build, right? So the striker build is tougher when you have grenades, something that can push you out of cover because you're not too far back, but rushers will help me raise my stacks. So if you look, you already have a grenader there, and then you have another one there. Like, I don't know how many we'll find, but you'll notice that because I have a striker build, which is a mid to long range, but more mid-range kind of a build, the game will adjust to it. I will reuse this one. We'll reset the control point. We'll take the taxi graveyard again, and I'll show you with the sniper build. See, look. Grenader. He's a grunt. He's a heavy. And then back here's another grenader. Oh, well, we're not in the same spot. We're not in the right spot. Hold up. Really? What's item of interest detected? I've never been here before. So where... Oh... Is it going to be on the inside? Not here. It's going to be on the inside of this. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Okay. Some collectibles looks like a speaker. Yeah, it's because I've never done it before. All right, so this is the... Oops. This is the taxi... I believe this is the taxi graveyard. Yes? Yes. All right. I'll show you. It's well worth the show and tell. Because I noticed this. Foggy bottom. Of course, the game is going to make me a liar, but I notice this a lot. Okay. See, what do they have? Right? You see, they have a lot of dudes that throw fire and then grenaders at the top. Because against someone who plays mid range, you know, like the best way to disrupt them is, you know, is burning them or, you know, taking them out of position. If you're playing against a sniper, see, look, another. So like notice the type of enemies that we're getting. Now we're getting a, you know, like these. Okay, these are not supposed to be there, but whatever. See, you've got grenades now. And look what happens behind us. Now we got another team. And what do they have? They have grenades. Why grenades? Because that's the best way. Look, this they put me out of position, right? That's the best way they know how to do it. So now I have to figure out grenades again. Grenades again. They all have special ammo. I don't have anything active on the game per se. I'm out of ammo. Sweet baby Jesus. Let's go outcast. Hey, you're either with me or against me. Cap, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Jesus. Okay, let's get the drone back out. Get him out of cover. That was a close one. Somebody wrecked my drone again. I didn't understand what it was, but now I get it. They have special ammo, so... Are you fucking kidding me? It pulls all the other beards of shame? Sweet Lord, thank you. Okay. I shouldn't have gone there, because now I'm not gonna get all of my I'm not gonna get all of my heals back. I'll get him next time. It'll be just now. I'm just going to. It is just beyond me sometimes how this game absolutely does not want you to succeed, like in any way, shape, or form. Okay, this, get rid of everything else. Okay. We are trying to go there. Thanks for the follow, guys. Appreciate it. We're doing a show and tell. Fluffy Spider, thank you so much. Mastermind, thank you so much. I'm trying to showcase something, how the game adjusts to your build. So that's what I'm trying to show. So we're going to try to do it again. Okay. They're going to be up there, aren't they? Oh, I already have all four. I don't. Okay, they're all down here now. Let's call those. Give us a bit of a fighting chance. Nobody behind me now? No. Okay. Where the heck is this guy? Okay, we got that. Okay. Let's try to go clean up upstairs. Ow. Big guy's going to come through over here. Okay, I guess he's not coming from upstairs. Now he's downstairs. I can hear him. Oh. All right, now the dude's going to be up there. Okay. I was going to go and restock, but I forgot. I called the cavalry already. Oops, no, he's a green dude. He's with us. Okay, let's get up here. Try to be sneaky, doesn't work. Oh, sweet Jesus. Thank you, you're in moist mouth. There's supposed to be music and sound. Is he coming through there? He is. Yeah. My apologies. It all has to do with how my setup is working, and I completely forgot to unmute.
What a wonderful goddamn day to be alive.
Yeah.
All that training paid off.
Supply room access unlocked.
So the reason why I'm using Technician Dora instead of using Gunner is, so there's two main reasons. The first reason is that my St. Elmo's engine, came with rate of fire, so it's already really fast. So even though I would get a bit of an RPM boost with the Gunner, I don't see a difference. Like, it doesn't make much of a difference here. And the other piece, which is the biggest for me, is that I find that when I use the Gunner instead of using the Technician, my drone doesn't do as much damage. And it doesn't last as long. So that's why I use Technician. I find it gives me a better, a bit of an edge with the drone. And the drone is an integral part of how I like to play, which is it creates a lot of diversion for the enemies, and it attracts a lot of aggro, which gives me the opportunity sometimes to reposition or to focus fire on an enemy. It's basically the main reasons. Outcast lives matter. Yes. I'm sure they do. Okay. We're not going to get the, all of the goodies from here again, but I'm going to reset the control point and I'll show you guys what I meant. With flatline, I'm not going to use that.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Lady! That was rude. Alright. I could have kept also the pickings for later, but damage to armor stability, I'm gonna use that. This. Okay. We're just gonna go. No, yeah, we're just gonna go here. Gonna go here. Oh, don't worry about it, Dory. You can always ask any question. When it comes to the game and all that, like, I'm by no definition the best at this game in any way, shape, or form. And sometimes I do things because I saw them in a build somewhere and it makes sense. In this very specific scenario, I did test out with Gunner, and somehow, and it may just be my own imagination, but I felt that my drone would get taken down quickly, and it didn't have as much impact on the enemy as I liked it to have. So it's a Stoner LAMG, which I most likely will never use. And this one. Okay, so let's go here. Do I have nothing for the pistol? And demolishing everything else. Probably. Absolutely probably. Okay. All right, let's do this. So let's go here. Let's bring out the one-shot determined build. And then we'll do this. We'll go here. We'll reset the control points. And we'll go to the same one, and I'll show you what I mean. So if you were waiting for this to happen, thank you for your patience. I needed to finish the control point before we could go in or back. So we're going to do the taxi graveyard again. And we're going to do it with this is a one-shot determined sniper build. Whoops. I went out the wrong way. So if you're unfamiliar with how this build works, whoops, with how this build works, before I get shot at, I'll show you. So you all know what determined does, right? So determined gives us, that's after killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on any enemy will be a guaranteed headshot. So that's the determined build. Determined on its own, it's really not that strong. But what you're doing with this build is you're utilizing the chain killer that has perfect headhunter. So perfect headhunter, it says after killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds will deal an additional 150% of that killing blow's damage. And we all know that next build, because of the headshot with determined, will be another headshot. So damage is capped as the 800% of your weapon's damage, and it's raised to 1,250% if your headshot damage is above or greater than 150%. In this case, it absolutely is. From the weapons damage, our headshot, whoops. Alan! Where is it? Headshot damage is 277.5%. So it will absolutely produce 1,250% extra weapon damage on my sniper rifle, which will roughly, depending on whatever weapon you're using, as long as the base damage of your weapon is close to 1 million or about 1 million, it'll be somewhere between 18 to 22 million, which technically is absolutely enough to take down a named enemy, regardless of where they are. So, and you can see that my sniper rifle is absolutely not maxed out. So,
hostile supply convoy nearby.
But the key point here is that you absolutely need to, you need a headshot takedown. You need to take one of them down with a headshot. And if he would stop fucking moving, that would work, but...
Don't let them touch you. They're coming around us.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent out of action.
Now that I got one, it doesn't matter who I hit or where I hit him. I'm hitting 18 to 23 million.
Hostiles.
That's another 22 million. Okay, so, but you need that first headshot kill. So, for this build to work, I need to be far. And then, remember what you saw when we attacked the taxi graveyard. There was a lot of grenade guys and a lot of flamethrower guys. Why? Because those are the ones I find will, you know, disrupt you more when you're mid, like an AR mid kind of a build. This is going to be a far, like this is going to be a long range build, right? So we're going to try not to be too close to them, because that's how the build works. And we're going to try to take. It's going to take me a few times. I'm not a great shot, but you'll see what happens. I wish I had my drone,
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
So we're just gonna check. Yellow bar, purple. So the purple is going to be my first, right? But look, that's a flamethrower. That's a. $23 million, 22 million. And if you miss a shot or Headhunter is taken down, see what happens now. If Headhunter gets
Vital signs critical. Hostiles. Location nearby.
If Headhunter goes away, you'll lose everything.
Detected. Heavily armored hostile detected.
There you go. One shot the boss. See, I lost Headhunter.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
I lost Headhunter now,
Signs critical.
and it doesn't work. I can't see them, so not helping. Oh, now I can see you. That was 14 million. Okay. Let's go restock. Oh, and the other piece, which is really important, is as you you hit headshots and what have you, and then it just repeats and repeats and repeats. It refills your magazine. So if you're good at hitting headshots with sniper rifles and rifles, you will think this build is very easy to use. Okay. Now it's foggy.
Reinforcements.
It's like you don't think that's really odd, right? I need headshots. I can't see them. The game puts in a shit ton of fog on me. That you can't see coming. That's not an adjustment to the game. You could say, Alan, that's just how the game is, right? And you'd be right in saying that. But it's just such a coincidence. Jesus fucking Christ.
You will suffer. We won't forget.
Doesn't matter where you hit him. If Headhunter works, it's done. They get one shot. Even the bosses. What's going on? When you lose Headhunter is when the build no longer works the right way. And by no longer works, it just... there we go.
Supply room access unlocked.
Da-da-da-da.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Would you look at that? The fog is going away now. Yeah, whatever. Oh, whatever. Just gonna go restock. I can open the door, but you won't be able to. I won't be able to get the box again because you already got it. So, 4 marksman ammo. Yeah, everything is completely already looted.
It's gonna be.
Resupply. So, are we in the right spot? We are not in the right spot. That's... I forget. Okay, let's go here. Do-ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's a little too personal. Never noticed it before. I only noticed it when I started playing with this build specifically. Before, it was kind of timid, if I could say it that way. But when I use this build, holy moly. Because if you get one headshot, then after that it's done. Everyone gets one shot. But it's getting that first headshot kill that will proc Headhunter that gets it. So here, I'm gonna switch back to my striker. That's in the stash. That's in the stash. Okay, so 140. Okay. Let's go get the mast. Because I think we'll have spent like over 2 hours to do like a daily project when technically it should have taken us about an hour to do. I mean, I had to do a lot of cleanup, so. Oh, hello.
Stay out of my way.
Okay. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I need water.
Hostile broadcast detected.
Oh.
Getting up.
Detected.
Okay. God, I love this gun. And if you notice, we were back to grenades and, you know, like rocket fuel launchers and stuff like that. And then we are back to mid-range, you know, AR. When you use an LMG type build, like the game will get everyone to technically like be suppressed. So like, how many did we see that get suppressed? Not a lot. When you use an, of course, the LMG creates that, right? But they hide more. So.
Reinforcements incoming.
Anyways, my example hasn't been that great, if I'm honest, but I stand by what I say. They are like right there, so. Okay, now they're coming on this side. Now they're going to be coming on two sides. Excuse me. Ba-da-ba-da. Thank you for stopping by, guys. I appreciate you spending time with me here. Oops. Are you kidding me? You're bleeding and you're on fire. Plus, you're getting electrocuted. How's your day going there? Reset the drone. Okay.
Supply room access unlocked.
So what I have been like be doing about right now in my head is the very big and beginning intro of Peace Sells by Megadeth. That's the riff that's been going round and round in my head for the past hour and a half. Repair skills of nothing. Okay. Hello. Shiny monkey, not good. DNH with composure. What am I gonna do with that? Betcha there's a ton of stuff on the ground on this side. Well, maybe not a ton, but there is some. Utility, DNH. It's not a bad DNH, but pistol damage? I don't know. I don't know. That's 2 weeks in a row. I just reread what your Morse Mouth wrote, and that's 2 weeks in a row that I got that I forgot to activate the sound after almost like an hour and a half of stream. All right. And just so you know, every time I see the control point officer and I need to talk to him, because it has the word officer there, my head says deck officer, like in The Empire Strikes Back when Han Solo is looking for Luke Skywalker.
Thanks, Agent.
That is absolutely what's going on in my brain when that happens. Every time. Okay. That's the Lincoln Memorial. Oh, we have the Lincoln Memorial invaded. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Let's get rid of a few things. Not like we have a hell of a lot to remove. Do I have anything for my pistol, which is the only thing missing for my to completely finish my my library. So everything else is fully done, fully maxed out. But for the pistols, I am missing in the attributes. And it's like 5.9, 4.9. So rate of fire, I'm missing 5% rate of fire. I have 4.9. So it's giving me this where everything else is orange except over here. So okay. Do I want to play with my pestilence build? I think I do. Just for the sheer fun of it. Because why the heck not? For all my LMG people. I hope it doesn't matter that we do it invaded instead of regular. It's still the Lincoln Memorial, right?
Black Tusk has taken over the memorial to control access to the bridge. Get them out of there.
Enemy helicopter approaching.
Get yourself ready, Agent.
I'm getting myself ready. And over here. That's why I love the pestilence. It does not care if you are flesh and blood or if you're a mechanical. It just ticks.
Bound to be more of them. Circle around to the flank.
And for anyone who would be asking the question, if you're new to the game, if you rarely have played this, holy moly, with Ranger, sheesh. I'm gonna pick it up just because, you know. The Plague of Outcast is not a it is not a status effect. It only responds to weapon damage. So the only thing that you can increase is the weapon damage in order to make the ticks stronger, better, greater, etc., etc. Hey, Maxim. It's gonna die. We're coming.
There are more targets past the gate.
There goes nothing. Wow, Christmas. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that so much. I'm working on one for the announcement. I'm going to be late to the party, but I'm still going to put it out. It's going to be my new one coming out. Is going to be about survival. So survival is coming back to the Division 2, probably only next year, very late next year. But it is still coming back. Please attack him. Now it's going to spread. 1 million. 1.1. 1.1 million. I completely agree with you, dude. I think that oh yeah, sure. Right on top of my head. Life is grand. That DLC saved the game back then. Like, I saw like YouTubers who would never, like, not never, but who would put the game away, like uninstalled it. Gee, many Christmas. Completely uninstalled the game, reinstalling it to play that mode.
Kill them all.
Such a harsh word. All right, let's get closer. Well, you're ticking at almost 900 apiece, so
Good. Head in and secure the underground.
I can't wait either. So we're definitely going to cover it 100% here as much as I possibly can. In the meantime, for like you seem that like you know the DLC, but what I've come to understand is after buying the game for my own son, he's going to be 13 years old, who wanted to play the game with his dad, I realized that there's a lot more people that have never played this game and that don't necessarily know all of the ins and outs of the game. So that's why that's why I kind of set my videos that way. Just because I think people get an opportunity, you know, to enjoy the game more if they understand, like, how, they understand how some of the items and some of the things that this game does and how to do them, how to counteract them. I don't need that. But yeah. Medic has to go. Ow. Oh, he got me. I was just as you saw the timer tick up, I looked. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I don't know why I didn't send a drone the first time, but whatever. Oh, there's a dude over there. The ins and out of this build, of this Pestilence build, is absolutely the Sawyer knee pads. I don't have a key. The Sawyer knee pads gives you damage for not moving, but it's not a hidden feature. They actually put it in in some of the things that it does. But the cannot be staggered by explosions is such a huge thing. You could probably, if you wanted to, with this build, you could probably swap over the Sawyer knee pads for I can't remember which one. Like Imperial Dynasty could be an okay one because, you know, like while in combat it applies burn to the enemies closest to you. You could use that, which would not be bad, right? But the better one, like for me, like those Sawyer knee pads, like they give you good defense. It's not a great defense build, but it gives you good defense. But they cannot be staggered by explosions, which means even if they throw grenades at you, they're going to hurt you. But they have to be in the open to do that. And if they're in the open and you're shooting at them with Pestilence, trust me, they're going to die. So I may hurt. I know I can take a little bit of damage from those grenades. So I may hurt. That is not what I wanted to do. But they're going to die. I don't have a key. Over here. Oh, I'm at 147 already. Hold on. Let's clean this up before we go any further. Because we're going to... This is what I wanted to do. See, that's the thing. So, I remember a good solo build for Dark Zone or a fire build for Heroic. So it all depends on how you like to play. I'm gonna say JAMA, because I'll show you from my own builds. I won't be able to load it, but you'll get an idea because you'll see it on screen. So you can do an Eclipse Protocol build, Eclipse Protocol with a vial mask and a Wyvern set of knee pads, which is great because you're using this. This I can show you. So you're going to be using the Firestarter chem launcher as well as the so the Firestarter and what's the other one? I forget. Oh, where's my brain? Oh, and the sticky bomb. So you get the burn sticky bomb. So you're gonna equip those two, and Ortiz. Okay, I get it. So my build is an Eclipse Protocol build, because the vial mask will get the fire, because fire is a status effect. It'll get the status effect to apply to anyone next to them who are dying, and the fire is strong enough that it will give you really good. I use the Scorpio because it gives me more status effect, even though Scorpio has been nerfed at the end of 2024, and you use the Pyromaniac as a backup AR because it shoots anything that burns. It's a really strong build that usually works. Downside of this build is that fire does not work on electronics. So if you're facing Black Tusk, their machines will be absolutely immune, so they become a pest and difficult for you to take care of. But like in terms of a good strong fire build, as far as PvP, sadly, and I apologize for that, I am absolutely not good at PvP, and I avoid PvP in this game. Not that I don't like some PvP games. I have played some, but it's absolutely not my forte. So I try to stay clear. So I can't help you from a PvP perspective. I'm sure there's a ton of great builds outside, but like from a fiery fire starter type of a build, that would be my go-to. I don't know of any other ones. I probably could, make some and make one up, but that's the one I would use. We have another CTAR. I hope that answers the question, though. Absolutely. So, yeah. With measured. Okay. So I can't load the build because we're in a mission, and I can't load the build inside of a mission, which makes it a little bit harder to explain it. Let me just do this. Still at 122. This is idiotic. So this build, I apologize if it's a little harder for you to see. I can't stream it vertical right now because of how basically TikTok Live works. But you're using the vial mask. The vial mask will get any status effect to transfer over to anyone who's near it, or anyone who dies from it. So the fire will be. I mean, I have tried this on heroic, so I can use this on heroic, and it's. You have to pay attention to how you play, because there's a lot of you're going to be not very strong. Well, those are not the stats, but you're not going to be very strong with it, so it's going to be a little bit harder. Okay. Scorpio or any exotic will glitch the... How do you mean that? I don't know how to say your name, but I'm just going to say X. But when you say glitch it, what do you mean by glitch it? A little bit addicting to running ongoing directive? That's such a cool... It is cool build. You might go away to heroic and having a blast with your build. Axim, that's great, dude. That's fixed now? Oh, okay. You can tell I don't do the glitching stuff. I know. I know. I knew that. Don't get me wrong. No, but I didn't know about the glitching. I meant this. Would you please open the thing? Okay. The manager won't come out. That's interesting. Duration. What is that? Damage to target cover health with in sync. I just destroyed one earlier. I don't need it. Da-da-ba-da-da. Da-da-da. Oops. I saw somebody who was talking about a build, and it was like somebody is using a shotgun build, like they're like it's nobody's business. And I'm like, I envy anyone who can make a shotgun build viable, and it'll be fun to play with. Like, I don't have one of those, and if I'm honest, sometimes I wish we could, or I could, but 140. What can I say? Okay. And Maxim, for heroic, just remember, it's only you just need to get used to them. They do hit harder, but it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. Not too long ago, I was still playing challenging. Patrols and stuff are a bit annoying. They are. Son of a gun. Got him.
I could do this all day.
Serious trauma detected.
Deal with this shit.
They're all around me. That medic has to go, sweet Jesus. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. He goes into the other room. Really?
Cover fire.
Oh, gosh.
Be close.
Okay, let's get her or him, whatever.
I can't save this one.
No, you can't save this one because, you know, you're going to be dead. You know, he's ticking. Holy God. What the hell was going on here? Yep. Picking that up. I'll use that. When I finish the mission, I'll load up the Eclipse Protocol build so you can see how it works. You'll understand you'll understand what are the limitations with the build. Okay, let's go. You're tier 150? No Lexington or knee pads yet? Dude, I got one really, really good Lexi, and then... But again, I'm not very good at keeping track and all of that. You can't move and you're gonna die. Or more. There's another one here. Oh, there he is. Or she is. Oh, there you are. Are we there yet? We are. Oops. Whoa. If I remember correctly, they did give like what the percentages were, I think, and they were severely low. So far as I can tell, they were severely low. In terms of, you know, like the percentages, the chance of you getting X weapon. Wow. Marksman rifle headshot damage, damage to target off cover. That's a covert SRS. I'm gonna pick it up. That's the kind of weapon that works well with the one shot that, like in the one shot determined build.
The command room is secure, but still no sign of the commanders. Find them and neutralize them.
Sir, yes, sir. Say the tick is gonna get him. SOCOM M1A. Brazos, no. You having a hard time getting maxed out mods? You and me both, dude. Oh, hold up. 8% crit hit chance, no. I did see a video on YouTube on that. Like, where's the best spot to, you know, like farm for those mods? I do not remember. I wish I did. If you guys haven't figured that out by now, like if you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I don't like BSing people around. Like, I won't tell you I know if I don't know. So I try to be
the last place they can hide. Time to get topside.
As knowledgeable as I can. Countdown for mod farming your most month. Oh, gotcha.
Control. Well done.
So, Maxim, you can farm probably Countdown for those really strong mods. Countdown is often the answer to we had a lewd. So, here's another one of my pet peeves. Seen a lot of people say Countdown anytime. So, on one of my YouTube videos, or YouTube or on TikTok, I can't remember which one, somebody quote unquote was making fun because one of my weapons had health damage. I did not know this, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm going to share. So if your weapon has 2 core attributes and 1 attribute, the only one that will be recalibrated, like you'll be able to recalibrate to something different, is the attribute, not the core attribute. So, like if you remember, like if you grab any weapon, if you look at any like any non-exotic weapon, right? So like for instance, this one has 2 core attributes. If I look and I try to modify this, oh, it's a quiet roar, not a good example. So I wanted one. So like an ACS-12, right? It has 2 core attributes. It's got shotgun and damage to armor. But if you try to mod it, you cannot mod or recalibrate either one of the 2 core attributes. The only one that you can recalibrate to something different is the attribute. So I can't remember if it was one of my ARs. I think it was like a FAMAS that I was utilizing, or whatever the case may be. And they were like, "Oh, that's funny. Like, who wants health damage on an AR?" Well, newsflash, you can't recalibrate it to send it to anything else unless it drops with that. So even if I wanted to recalibrate it, so I have damage to armor. If I wanted a health damage to become damage to target out of cover, you can't. It has to drop that way. So, seen a lot of people like make that claim, you know, oh, you should never have this on your weapon. And, you know, if you play, or if you're able to play, you know, 25 hours a week for your with the game, then you might have the opportunity to do it. A lot of people don't have 18 hours to play, and absolutely will not be able to find sometimes. Like we just got a FAMAS. I'm just going to show you what I meant. So you see this FAMAS dropped with assault rifle and health damage. Even if I wanted to recalibrate health damage to anything else, it will not let me, because the core attributes are assault rifle and health damage. So health damage just has to be something that drops other than health damage. And then stability, you can put, you know, whatever you want. So, oops. No, that's a burnout. That's a cabaret. I already have that. I don't need that one. Where is that? No, that's this one here. Excuse me. Okay. I think we're okay now. Okay, now we're going to go... that's it. That's all we got. What is that? That's poopies. Okay, let's go back to base for 1 second. Okay, do this, do this. My inventory is full. Dagnabbit. Heartbreaker, negotiators. Striker, refactor. Okay, can I bring it in now? Okay, we're gonna stash the Pestilence build. Okay, now we have the Eclipse Protocol build, and then you guys get to see how this works a little bit. So, why did I put Wyvern over here? Because it gives me skill damage. Okay, so that gave us the full. Okay, so we're gonna track this one now. Activities in White House. So right here. Do I want to do this control point? Let's try to do this control point. That's one of the tough control points to do solo with a especially with this kind of a build.
Take a look at what I've got for you.
So before I go in, I'm going to show you. So what the refractor, not the refractor, what so Eclipse Protocol, it gives you plus 15% status effect with 2 pieces. With 3 pieces, you get skill haste and hazard protection, and with 4 pieces, you get indirect transmissions. It's your status effect now spread on kill to all enemies within 10 meters and refreshes 50% of the duration. When you add both the backpack and the chest piece to it, so the chest piece, it says indirect transmission ranges from 10 meters to 15 meters, and the percentage, instead of being 50%, becomes 75%. And when you're using the backpack, it amplifies all damage you deal to status affected targets by 30%. By adding the Vile Mask, so the Vile Mask is a status effect. Also apply a damage over time debuff for 10 seconds. And it says total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage and increased by your status effect attributes. So when you... and then, of course, we add the Wyverns, which give us 8% skill damage. So I'm going to try to show you what it does. Against Outcasts, it's going to be a little easier. But it's not, I'm not guaranteeing anything. Because as I said, I don't run modifiers. I don't run seasonal modifiers, that is. There often is like a few guys that are fighting here, like right now. But it's a big guy. All right, so let's do this. That was a miss on my part. See, he's on fire now. And even if the Scorpio was... It's still not too bad. How you get the mask, Lex? You can get the mask really anywhere. It's an exotic, and so it's within the loot pool. So what you could do is you can do countdown and put masks on, and then if you get an exotic, it'll be one of the masks. You can look for targeted loot, and and then loot for masks. I need to remember how to do this one better, but... Thank you so much for the likes, folks. I appreciate it so much. See how the fire just gets him? We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna try to get... Summit always bring me luck with exotics. There you go. Summit is another spot. I forgot. See?
I can take you.
If he detonates, he dies. It reaches. Look, they're all...
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I'll watch your back.
See the fire? He's still on fire. Now he's dead. And because they're on fire, now everyone's on fire. And if they die because of the vile mask, it spreads.
Calmly now. Calmly.
I got you!
See? It spreads. Now it spreads to the next one. Now it's spreading downstairs to everyone.
We showed those bastards. This way.
We'll defend ourselves!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
See, look, he... If I can hit him with fire,
Got this one!
it'll spread. And because of all the skill haste and all of the... Like, now he's going to stay inside, right? Because if he comes out, he's doomed.
Don't let him get you! Don't worry, I'm watching you!
What, okay? It's not a hard build to put together, but the vile mask is very important for the build. So you always have to keep that in mind. I normally or typically, I'm not a huge fan of not being able to provide like alternatives to utilizing like exotics and what have you. And it's not because I don't think you shouldn't use exotics. It's just I don't think technically everyone has all of the exotics. So that's why I always... So if you're wondering what this build is, if you've just joined us either on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, because we're simultaneously streaming to all three platforms. So this is my Eclipse Protocol build, because someone was asking earlier on TikTok if I knew of a good build with fire. So that's the build I'm using. Are there any better ones? Hey, probably. I mean, very probable. So this is a heroic control point. You can see at the top of the screen on I think it's, well, on TikTok it would be over here. I don't know if it's the same direction on Twitch and YouTube, but you can see it, not for me, but up in the on the screen. You can see it. I'm on heroic, so this is a heroic control point, and we're gonna...
Reinforcements en route.
So the catch-22 is you need to get one of them on fire. Soon as one of them is on fire and he dies on fire, he will share it with the others around him. I missed. And when one of them dies...
Cover! This way! Quick about it! Down!
So
They're not people.
it's
they're
not,
hyenas.
let's call it, it's not user friendly in a sense that you have to be good at juggling between your two skills,
I want that minigun.
and also your weapon to make sure that
Reinforcements have arrived.
if he dies with fire,
Stop walking away from me. Gotta be fast here. Won't let him get away.
so yeah, there you go.
And that's it.
Looks like we can still have that beer
The
later.
secondary weapon is the pyromaniac.
That minigun's in your house. Yes. I'm right here with you.
I did not hit you. How that did not hit you, I don't know. And again, if you get the status effect, the chain,
Cover me. I need to reload.
and remember, pyromaniac will do more damage to enemies that are burning. So and if you want, you can use, I'm using the Scorpio because I have it and because it applies so many status effects.
We beat them.
There we go. So someone had asked me a little earlier, you know, if this does more damage than the spinning fire turret. It absolutely does.
Unlocked.
If you like fire builds, it works. But remember, there are limitations to the build in a sense that it does absolutely freaking nothing to anything that is not flesh and blood. So so all of the like the robots, like if you're playing against Black Tusk, their little rovers and or the doggos and what have you, they absolutely you absolutely are immune to the fire. So be aware of the mission that you're doing before you get into it, because you might have more issues doing it excuse me than excuse me than fun playing with it. Okay, well I think that covers for tonight. We're just gonna pick up whatever we can find on the street, and then we're gonna call it a night. We'll be back tomorrow night. Ooh. Weapon damage, critical hit chance, armor regen, and combined arms. That's an interesting combo. I'm at 147, so we'll need to clean up before we can do anything. Hannah, you. Okay, we have to clean up first. Let's go here. Nothing for that. For that. Excuse me, folks. Okay. I think we picked up everything, yeah. Let's go check a little further down, because some of them were a little far when we... Okay. Let's go back home. We're going to call it a night, folks. I'm just going to do this. I will bring that back. We will do the outro for everything else. We'll look at everything else tomorrow. TikTok, folks, I have to let you go first because of the two separate softwares, I have to do it a little bit differently. For the other two, I don't control them in the same way. Thank you, every single one of you, for stopping by tonight. You guys were more than I expected, and even there. Have a good night, your moist mouth. Thank you so much for being here. So thank you guys so much. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Is our time. We're going to be back on the Division 2 as well tomorrow. We're going to do day number 2, and we're going to try to get the weekly stuff done. So for my folks on TikTok, I'll catch you guys later. For Twitch and YouTube, I'll be right with you. Have a good night. Okay. I have to do that. Otherwise, I cannot do a little bit of this on TikTok because I can't mute because it's a separate interface. Anyways, it won't be too long. I don't want to spend an over crazy amount of time. If you've been watching on Twitch or YouTube, thank you guys so much for doing that. I appreciate it. We have been live for 3 hours and 15 minutes, or 13 minutes to be exact. We're going to be back tomorrow night. Again, we're going to be on Division 2 tomorrow night. 8 p.m. Eastern time is our scheduled time. Depending on how tomorrow goes, and I have fingers crossed and everything else I can cross together, I went on a second interview today. Yours truly needs to work in order to pay the bills. And so that would be phenomenal for me if that would work out. So I'm going to keep my hopes up and hopefully get some good news from the hiring folks at the position I applied to. So if that happens, we might have to talk about a different type of schedule for the Thursday. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. So here we are. So here we are. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep tight. Catch you guys tomorrow night. Later, folks.